Hello guys, and today we're going to be explaining your code in C with Trevor. Today on our list we have bubble sorting. Okay, let's get started. For bubble sorting, what does it do? At its iteration, it swaps its smallest element with element I after the ith iteration. Smallest I elements are sorted in increasing order in first I position. Require a total of n squared minus n divided by 2 comparisons. Iterate n minus 1 times. In ith iteration, locating its smallest element requires n minus 1 comparison has a big O of O n square notation. Alright, let's see how it looks more or less. Let's look here at line 41, where the integer is declared as smallest. Sorry, it's smallest integer. What I'm trying to say is the index of the smallest element. What line 41 is trying to do is it stores the index of the smallest element in the remaining array. So then go further down. Look at line 44, which says loop over length -1 element. It iterates through the whole array length times length times. From line 46 is initializes the index of the smallest element in the current item. What that's actually doing is look is it's the first index of the remaining array. Then we go further down in the for function and we see that it's finding the smallest element. What that's trying to do is it determines the index of the remaining smallest element. Then we go down to the line 53, and it's what that's basically doing is it's swapping the smallest element. It places the smallest remaining element in the next spot. So that's basically the body of bubble sorting, or you know, that's a basic thing. Let's go to the code. All right, let's see the code. Let's find the code, and there you go. Let's bring it up. And on top here, we have what's it called, our basic declarations of prototypes here. Our prototypes we're using print path. We have swap and we have selection sort. Okay, on line 13, we have here where it's declaring the array of the integers to be sorted. And then I is going to be used for the loop, as we know. Then we have a seed for the run function. Then we also have there on line 30. Let's jump down to line 30, sorry, where the function that selection sorts the array. And again, we look down on line 33, where the index of the smallest element, that integer is supposed to be the index of the smallest element. So that's why we name that integer smallest. So then we go further down, and then there comes the basic body, which I explained you earlier in this presentation about how the function, how this algorithm actually works. So then we go down here, down to the end, where the function that prints the path of the algorithm. So here we have the integer I, which was used for the loop. Then again, we have the output, the elements still the selected item. Then again, we have the declaration here that indicates the swap. Then we have the finish outputting array, and then we have the last outputs. I mean, these look simple, the outputs here. They look like they don't mean anything, but they actually do. And it's very important that you have them very well aligned when it comes to setting up your code. Because then when it comes to outputting your data, it would come a bit not understandable. Okay, let's go to the code. And we have new window. Open up here on the side. Let's go change directory to desktop. Alright. Then we want to make our code. I'm gonna make storage. Okay, it's running. So, okay, so as you see here, let's look at the unsorted data at the top. We have 27, 80, 67, 67, 17, 57, 74, 87, 27, 6, 3. Then the after view would be 1, 17, 80, 67, 67, 27. Notice in the after view where there's an asterisk by the number 27. All right, look, look where it changes after the first loop and the first while. And then after the first loop, the first loop, sorry, the asterisk goes to an 80. So as you can see here, the code itself is sorting out the data loop by loop. Then to the bottom here we have sorted data. It says 17, 27, 27, 57, 63, 67, 67, 74, 80, 87. Alright guys, I hope you guys understand how I explained this code. I did it the best I can. Thank you for your time.